everybody. We just got back from a walk and little Bo's here, just super cozy with his little red hair. So I wanted to film this intro really quick and get this video uploaded. So this video I filmed on Tuesday this week and today's Friday, so I'm just a little bit behind, but this video was a grocery haul, very similar to what I do every week for my groceries, and a food prep. I don't meal prep meals or anything. I find that extremely overwhelming. So what I do is I prep food that I can have on hand for times that I need something quick and easy. So let's get to work.
Okay, so setting this up has been total chaos, but this is what I drink. I like Spindrift, my favorite thing ever. And then my husband loves drinks, so he likes Body Armors. So we get 3 kinds of Body Armor and then 2 kinds of Olippops. So we bought the cherry cola and the grape. So now I'm gonna go through my cheeses. So this is kind of like snacks. For snacks we do cheeses, and then I shred my own cheese, so that's why there's a lot of cheese here. Like this is gonna be for like Chipotle bowls, and then this is just for mac and cheese or just anything, tacos, whatever. And then this is the snack section, so we give our kids these fruit roll bear things, and then 2 different kinds of these Simple Mills almond flour bars. My kids really like these. And then chips and guac is such a good snack. My kids love it, and it's like completely guilt-free. Just random stuff here. I always make sure I stock up on chicken broth because you just never know when you're going to need it. I like to use chicken broth instead of water for when I make risotto or rice. Flour, and then another thing that's on the menu this week is stir fry. So here's all my stir fry stuff. I'm still trying to find like a Bobby approved stir fry sauce. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say Bobby approved, there's this guy on YouTube, Bobby Parrish, and he goes to like Walmart, Costco, all these places and tells you what you can buy that's like good for you. So I try to follow him as best as I can, but this is definitely not Bobby approved, and these are not Bobby approved either, but I'm having a hard time finding tortillas that are Bobby approved that are also Brooke approved. Okay, so these spinach and avocados, I mix these together in a blender, and then I freeze them, and I make like green bombs for my smoothies. And then also not Bobby approved, but another thing on the menu tonight is this week is barbecue chicken. So we'll do these with this, and then I'll make some sort of pasta salad with whatever I have in the fridge. I also got this on accident. Oopsies, but it's okay, we'll use it. And then this is what I'm going to be using for my mac and cheese sauce today. Sweet potatoes, butternut squash, and carrots. The kids needed toothpaste. And then this cottage cheese is for breakfast. My breakfast prep, I make like egg bites with this. And then also this is not Bobby approved. They didn't have the Bobby approved cottage cheese at Walmart, I guess, because they didn't give it to me. Okay, another snack is the Chomps sticks. We get the little ones and the big ones. And I just threw this in my cart last night, so we'll see how this goes. I didn't check the Bobby app, but I did check the ingredients and they looked good to me, so I think they are Bobby approved. Iceberg lettuce, because I love salad. I like iceberg lettuce salad. I make that. I always just have that in my fridge. And then another snack item is fruit. So one week I'll do berries, and the next week I'll do what I call like orange and yellow fruit. So this week we already have oranges, and then we'll have pineapple and mangoes. And then for my Sunday sauce, I have basil, green peppers, zucchini, romas, and did I need anything else? I must not need anything else. But I'm going to show you my recipe for my Sunday sauce because it's nothing special. And then this is for Chipotle bowls. We got corn. We got the ancho Chipotle peppers and some black beans. And then I got this sauce, which is, I don't think it's Bobby approved. I'm still working on it, but I got that sauce for my barbecue chicken, and then I'm gonna make chicken salad this week. I have everything for it except I needed some celery. And my kids already got into the broccoli, and it's because they like broccoli. So as you can see, they're just ripping it off. All right, so that's what I got. Let's get to work. Okay, so it looks different because I'm at my mom's house. I got a babysitter to watch the kids at my house, and I packed up all my groceries and went to my mom's just because I get super overwhelmed when I meal prep. But anyways, I started with chopping everything first, and then I'm going to throw these tomatoes in the oven first because they have to roast for a little while. Okay, so let me start by saying that I am actually not a meal prep girl. I'm only doing this for the sake of the video, and I was out of my Sunday sauce and my mac and cheese sauce, and I wanted to try some breakfast prep. So I'm actually new to breakfast prep. I've been pretty anti-breakfast prep like my whole motherhood journey, except now I'm gonna jump on the train because I understand now that I have my third baby. It's just, at first I was like, oh, it's not that hard to crack an egg. It takes 5 minutes. What's the big deal? But now I understand, like, your toddlers wake up and they want food right away. And who knows, I might be in the middle of nursing, and it's just easier to get something ready very fast for them. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how I do my food since I don't meal prep. Meal prepping is extremely stressful for me. If I am going to meal prep anything, like my limit is about 3 items. And if I go over 3 things that I'm prepping, I'll actually just mess it up and just ruin everything. So I really try to stay away from meal prepping. Okay, so what I do instead is I try to only cook 1 time a day, and that is usually in the mornings, because in the mornings is when I will do my sourdough. And so I'll use my sourdough discard for something. That's how I'll do like my homemade snacks or bread or anything like that, like a dessert or something. It all just kind of depends on what I have going on that day is what's going to determine what I'm going to use my sourdough discard for. And then I'll be heating up breakfast and then prepping anything that I'll need for dinner that day. And for breakfast every single day without fail, we have eggs, fruit, and toast. There are some days where they'll ask for waffles, and I'll just make them sourdough waffles with my sourdough discard, but that is very rare. And then for lunch, we always have leftovers. If there are no leftovers, then we have macaroni and cheese with this sauce that I'm showing you right now. And then for dinner, I have a rotation of like 10, 11, or 12 meals. And I really don't have repeats in 1 month because I'll pick 3 or 4 or 5 days out of the month when I'm planning my month that I want to try a new recipe. So like say there's a birthday or a feast day, and I'll pick those days out and decide, okay, I'm going to try a new recipe this day. And then of course I'll go to my mom's house like at least once a week, if not more. And if she calls me last minute and asks me to come over, I always say yes. And then I'll just plan to make whatever I had out for dinner that night. I'll just plan to make it tomorrow. So if you want me to go more in depth on how I do my food, I can share with you my tried and true recipes and just show you how I plan out my month, I guess. I can go over my January with you. I already planned out my January because it's like January 9th today. But I can either go over my January with you guys, or I can just plan February on camera and show you how I do it all. But that would be honestly the easiest way to go over with you guys how I do my food. Okay, so I have both of my sauces going right now, and I don't measure anything ever. I'm not even gonna try to measure for you guys because it's completely different every time. I'm just a super lazy cook. And yes, my hands are clean. Okay, thank you. But for my macaroni and cheese sauce, it's just any vegetables that are like orange and yellow. So right now I'm doing carrots, sweet potatoes, and butternut squash. And basically you just heat those up. And what I honest to God do is put those in the crock pot in the morning with some chicken stock. And then you can puree it with a blender. And when you actually make it, because I put it in the freezer, I don't know how to can, so I don't even know if this is something that you can, but I put it in the freezer. So then when I thaw it out and then reheat it, that's when I add the cheese. I've tried adding the cheese before, and it's just not as cheesy doing it that way, in my opinion. And then you're good to go. So for my Sunday sauce, I do green peppers, zucchini, and I roast my tomatoes, and then I puree those, and then I'll put salt, pepper, and basil. And then when I'm unthawing it, I'll add a little bit of Merlot in there, and there you go. Okay, so this was my first time making those egg bites, and they were honestly super good. So I got the recipe from Pinterest. So it's for every 8 eggs, you do 1 cup of cottage cheese, and then you put some basil in and blend it up. And then you bake it at 350 for 28 minutes, and they froze really well too. They were really, really good. I also want to add that this is my first time using an immersion blender. I went to my mom's house and realized that she totally does not have a blender, which I think is totally insane. So I almost had to pack everything up and go home and just call this a day. But I found an immersion blender and gave it a whirl, and honestly, 10 out of 10, I ended up ordering myself one after today. Meal prepping today would have not taken as long as it did if I wasn't in somebody else's kitchen. Like, it took me forever to find everything. And I don't think my mom has cooking spray, so here I am oiling these muffin tins with a paper towel and olive oil. And I actually use olive oil for everything, even baking, and I think it tastes totally fine.
I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what the hell were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did, 'cause now you adore me, adore me. Go ahead now, adore me, adore me. Little did I know she wanted you alone. I thought she was over you, but I guess I was wrong. I came to the party,
I'm putting the eggs in the oven and packing everything up and doing the dishes while those are cooking. This got super messy just because I didn't have my little Ziploc baggie holders here. So again, just improvising because I'm in somebody else's kitchen.
In the quiet of the night, my head's going so loud. It sounds just like a party. Thoughts spin around like shadows they cast. I'm an overthinker, lost in my mind. I'm always searching for answers I'll never find. That's the defeat.
And I'm back home now. Here is the after. I got about 1 serving of sundae sauce and a lot of servings of the mac and cheese. And this is how the eggs turned out. And they were actually frozen. So like, this is how easy they come apart after being out of the freezer. So everything turned out really good. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.